The Battle of Mississippi, the Egg Bowl, a game that has a tendency to rip families apart during a time of year when most families come together to express Thanksgiving. But some are thankful for the sound of cowbells or screams of hotty-toddy, which will make their presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. Deep in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ole Miss offense who will have the football first. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Well, everybody knew when Ole Miss blew out State last time.
And they put a number up on them. Everything was clicking, yes, and the Egg Bowl is always close. It seems like those games come down to something crazy. But last year, Hotty-toddy put the smack down.
Yeah, it was Hotty-toddy that was able to just handle the emotion in that game right from jump. I mean, offensively, they jumped all over the Bulldogs early. That's going to be a big key for them again, I think, this time around.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back throwing the ball, though. And he's one of those guys who can elevate the players around him, too. You're right. There's going to be some new faces, and it's going to be important from a chemistry standpoint that he and these guys are able to get on the same page very early on. But once everything starts clicking, this offense, man, they light up the scoreboard. And how much would you love it as a receiver playing with a quarterback like Chambliss?
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. You don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And it was amazing to watch Kewan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you were kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long strides, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
He'll pull it on the read. And he's in, pounding his way in for the
knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one. And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offense close after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Going left, fluff, buff.
I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Gotta establish.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. The Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry up. From the gun, it's Crosby. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And hopefully can get behind him and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Looking for room. It's Crosby. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab down the middle. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Got it in the middle. It's Hobbs. There he goes. Inside the 40. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip. That one for a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He's past the sticks. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Taylor wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Second down, gonna throw it. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit.
Makes the grab in their space. At the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running right, it's Bothwell. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Taylor wants to throw. Back's looking for the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. The snap sets up the throw. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down. I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, we are seeing history here today. The running back has continued to run strong today, and now he is the program's single-season leader. The sideline immediately went up in arms, yelling, screaming. They are so excited for their running back, and they will continue to ride his energy here today as he makes more school history. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The defense has got to be more physical up. Let him have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
Quick give. It's Lacey. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Give to the running back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Taylor wants to throw it. Caught. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Crosby. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Still looking to his right. Gets rid of it. Right side, it's Evans. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers are just so dynamic.
And here comes the offense on second down. He wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. Breaks into the open. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Mississippi State comes out. Picking up the first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Taylor wants to throw. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. After the touchdown, if they can get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. He's looking to throw. Buying time to his right. Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2. And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rebels offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Time to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're
Caught, and he's got room. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and it's a first down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket. Left in this first half. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Down he goes. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely perfect. The lead now 5 here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Texas Longhorns.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Evans. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment on the play. Going left, Fluff Bothwell. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a crease. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh center downs going to the air. That one's not even close. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right side, it's Crosby. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Rush right in his face. And that one's way too far for everybody.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Here comes the two-point try. Taylor wants to throw. Look out! Just got rid of that one.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
Turning it on. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. Taylor wants to throw it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Officials are stopping the clock as there is still a Mississippi State player down on the field. Looks as if it's the quarterback, and that's the last thing you need if you're trying to pull off the upset. Holly will get us up to date on what's going on with him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute. You've got to lock in.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Out wide right, it's Haas. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a defensive lineman, when you give the play action, I'm thinking run, I'm playing run, slows that pass rush down just enough and sucks those linebackers up, make those passing windows so much bigger. Nice job by the offense.
Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Sets his feet. It's Chambliss. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. There is a lot of excitement because this offense is outperforming a much higher-ranked team defensively. They know they've got an opportunity in this game with the lead and the ball, but they have got to play clean football right now. Right before they huddled up to take the field, the coaches are yelling, execute, execute. We'll see if they're able to make that happen and keep this lead. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Wants to throw one first. Stepping to the right. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Chambliss. Big fella moving. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 17, sets a kick.
And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Evans. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Crosby. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun, and he's brought down after a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give to the back. At the 35, he's open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's got enough. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Now on first and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. His second and goal. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Trying to power it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and go.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Long way to go on second down. The give. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. From the red zone, it's Lindsey. Touchdown, Rebels! And they score first here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And he makes the extra point. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, it's Crosby. Headed to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They're not going to mess around. They'll go for 2 and the win right here. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.